Prime Minister John Briceño projects $1.5 billion in revenue and grants for fiscal year 2024 to 2025. Total projected expenditure stands at $1.6 billion.
Revenues are comprised of $791.6 million collected from goods and services, $365.4 million collected from income and profits, $223.5 million collected from international trade and transactions accounting, and $7.17 million collected on property accounting. Let me put this in perspective for all of us to better understand the purpose of each dollar government spends. 30 cents of every dollar will be for the wages of public officers. 7 cents of every dollar for public officers' pensions. 18 cents of every dollar for operational costs to government, such as utilities and transportation. 7 cents for interest on loans. And the remaining 27 cents for capital expenditures, which includes the funding of all projects and programs undertaken by government.
That's 73% of every dollar going to government's recurrent expenditure and 27% left for capital projects and programs. Among them, the Briceno administration promises $35 million more to fund the expansion of NHI, $6 million to construct low-income houses, and a whopping $49 million to construct, repair, and maintain streets and highways across the country. $2 million have been allocated for sports investments. In education, 12 high schools are being added to the Education Upliftment Project.
In the budget 2024-2025, government plans to add 12 more secondary schools to the program. Increasing coverage to a target of 6,000 additional students. The 12 additional schools include Belize Rural High, Ladyville Technical High, San Pedro High, Belmopan Comprehensive, Mopan Technical High, Valley of Peace SDA Academy, Shunush St. Viator Vocational High, Escuela Secundaria Técnica Mexico, Belize High School of Agriculture, finally Arinjoac Central, Arinjoac Technical High School, Bella Vista Government Secondary, and Julian Cho Technical High School. Madam Speaker, for those who are not aware, and I hope that the Minister of Education, when he speaks, can give a proper explanation. But basically in these schools, the government is paying everything for these students, and there should be no reason why any of these kids should not remain in school.
This morning, on the heels of his budget presentation, Prime Minister Briceño made an appearance on Open Your Eyes. He explained how his administration goes about ensuring financial prudence and accountability across all government ministries.
You make enemies, some people get upset, some people get happy. Ministries are constantly fighting for more resources. It's a constant battle, and Joet and Zita, they are not the most popular people in government because they're the ones that have to make the hardest, or tell us, Prime Minister, well, this is the money, this is what we have, these are the commitments that we have to meet, and then this is what is left. And even of what is left, we have already committed to certain projects that do not finish in one financial year, so they're going to the next financial year, so that gets even smaller. And then we have to take a hard look as to where the real needs are: education, housing, health, infrastructure, works, And then from there we start to look at, okay, where we could allocate the limited resources to try to have, that would have the biggest impact.
With $1.1 billion allocated to recurrent expenditure and just over half of that earmarked to pay wages and pensions, Prime Minister Briceño says the government's wage bill is too big. So, how does the Briceno administration plan to trim the fat? That's what we asked him.
What can be done to either limit or sort of curtail that part of expenditure? Because you're looking at pensions, you're looking at salaries, and everything that falls within that category.
It's funny you try to set me up. Because one of those advocates that I believe that the government is it's too big. I don't want to use another word and get in trouble. But you're right. I agree. That is why we're pushing for pension reform right now. Pension continues to just go up. It's over $100 million. And what has happened, when I think about it, when we got independence, when we became independent in 1981, we just took what the British did and continued that road. The government pays every single penny of your pension, and it just continues to increase. There have been some instances in government that when you combine the pension from government and the pension from Social Security, you end up with pretty much the same salary that you were earning when you were working. We have been speaking with the public service and the public service union about pension reform, and we've been very clear that pension reform is a must. We cannot continue to afford it. Now, this is a hard decision that we are making, and it could hurt us politically, and we don't benefit from it, because what we're doing is saying, okay, all of those that are in the system will continue to benefit, but we need to have a cut-off date.
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.